welcome to the show. This is the Arroyo Show. I am Brandon Arroyo. If it's your first time here, please give it a thumbs up and a subscribe. What a guest we have for you today. Our next guest recently released the next great track for your cruising and vibing out to this summer. The track is called Freezing, and the artist is called BREN. Joy, how you doing today, brother? Welcome to the show.
I'm good. How are you?
It's so great. Good to see you. How's your day going so far?
It's pretty good. It's hot here. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, so it's like kind of scorching right now, but all good. I'm good. It's a good day.
Yeah, it's definitely a great time of the year. This nice warm weather out there, and what a great time for you to have some new music coming out. It's hot outside, but we're talking about Freezing. Where did the track come from, and how long, what was the process like getting that song together?
Track came, so we wrote it actually a year ago, and it was the first song after 20s, and man, it came from me and Jamie Moore out of Big Loud, which is here in Nashville. We just were in the room, and I don't know, it just came together. And he had the idea for like this track called Freezing, and he had some of the chords, and from there, like it just kind of worked.
Yeah, I think what's great about it is the way that you talk about that song coming together. It almost sounds like the way that the song, the lyrics go in it. You're going to jump on in, even if the water's still freezing, you're jumping on in. Talk to me about that, and just because some people spend so much time on a single track and it just never gets released. They never take the food out of the oven to get it released. They always just leave it there cooking. Talk to me about just getting the track out there.
I mean, like I said, it was a year ago. And I think like one thing I've realized is that everything takes time to cook. You got to put everything on 350. But I don't know. It just, through the past year, I really wanted to just really find how I want to represent myself in this industry and what I want to do that's different and new and fresh. And so I had the track for a while and I wanted to put it out, but just I didn't really match the track yet. So I just some things I had to figure out. But from there, like we have so much new music I've written over the past year that's finally coming out. So it's an interesting balance trying to figure out when is the right time, you know?
Here's BREN. Joy. The track is called Freezing. You can go ahead and check that out. The link is in the description below right now. You talk about having to leave things in there. Everything cooks at 350. I don't know about you, but my cooking skills haven't really expanded much during this quarantine time. What's something that during this quarantine you've been able to work on for yourself that maybe you wouldn't have had the time to do before, or has it been mainly focusing strictly on music?
Working on myself, for sure. Like working on personal self-growth, what I want to become, the next version of myself that I hope to be. A lot of, not as much music as you think. Like it's hard for, I think, creatives to really find inspiration right now. And I think there's a lot of things going on in the world that need the light right now, and that it's just not the happiest time. And so I've been doing a lot of sunset visits, a lot of driving, a lot of like spontaneous trips with friends, and that's pretty much been the like things that have been keeping me pretty sane and happy during quarantine. Some music though, a very far and few, but some really, really crazy songs. So I'm happy that we got a few in, you know?
Well, BREN, we're excited to see when the new tracks come out and see what you've been working on. As far as the music career goes early on in life, when did you first know that you wanted to get involved with music? And when did you first realize that you had a talent for music? Because there's a lot of people that want to do it, but very few that actually have the skills and ability to do it. So when did that happen for you?
I started singing freshman year, like end of high school, freshman year of college, and I'm 23, by the way, if someone has a question. But when I got to college, something hit me, and I knew I could hold a note. Like I knew I could hold a pitch or two, but like
naturally.
It was never like, oh my God, like I can sing, I'm like fired, like none of that. I don't know, it just kind of took over me. And junior year came, and I went to one of my professors, and I was like, yo, I'm just not really vibing with singing anymore. I just don't really like it. And he was like, yo, why don't you sing your own stuff? And I was like, yo, all right, let's try it. So that's when I started writing.
What college was that, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
Belmont University. Here, I was a vocal major, surprisingly. So I went from not singing to devoting my whole $120,000 to that. You know?
Wow.
So we went head depth for it, but I'm not mad. I'm a very spontaneous person. So
Do you remember the name
uh,
of the professor that switched that switch for you?
Jamie Wigington, actually, shout out to him. He's one of my favorite people ever. But he was the one that pretty much was like, "Yo, like if you want it, like," because I had some really amazing professors in my college years, but he was the one that was like, "Yo, like, look, if you want it, you got to go for it. Like, you can't." Like college and everything is great, but like you have to just eat and you got to be hungry and um I owe that to him. So shout out to him. Yeah, really dope though.
What does the family and friends back home think about all the music? Because obviously, Freezing is such a fire track. Ironically, Freezing is a fire track. But like, what do the friends and family think about it when they hear your voice and the music you put out?
They're fans of it for sure. Too much a fan sometimes, but
They have to be, though. They have to be.
they do. I really appreciate it. They mean well all the time. It's been an interesting thing because a lot of my friends do music, so a lot of my friends were the ones that were on the project, or a lot of my friends helped produce it or whatever. So we're all like vocal major, piano major, guitar majors, all of that, So it was pretty. I don't know. We're all going for the same dream, which is fun, and it's not. You would think it'd be incredibly toxic and competitive, but it's been nothing but productive, and so it's been great. Family's been great. It's just been crazy. I don't know. It's been wild, but it's been good.
Is Brent, enjoy the track. Freezing is out right now. As we begin to wind down the interview here, when you first released the track and saw it was beginning to get some traction, what was your reaction to that? Was that what you were expecting right off the bat, or what were? No. Go ahead.
I never expect. I never know what to expect. I think, and there's such amazing traction right now with the record, and there's so many songs I want to drop, so many new vibes, so many different every song sounds completely different, and I think that's something that I want to establish myself in my artistry of always leaving people expecting the unexpected. And but yeah, I don't know, I'm blessed, and there's so much to come, and shout out to everyone that's heard the song. There's so many different layers to the song too, so there's some fun alternative versions of the song coming too, which is really exciting. So I'm really, really stoked.
We're definitely looking forward to that. And once quarantine winds down, we're looking forward to seeing you out there performing live as well, whenever that's able to happen again. And when you're in LA, you let me know. We're going to make sure that we come out there and check you out performing live as well.
I will. I was out there for the Echo. We played the Echo a minute ago. It was the end of last year, and it was so fire. So I'm trying to get right back out there and do it.
As we begin to wind down here, the final 5 questions of the evening. It is the who, what, when, where, and how of what you are right now. So the first question, who do you talk with the most right now?
Who do I talk with the most? My mom.
Your mom. Great
Best
person
friend
to talk to. Let's see. What item do you use the most every day, or do you have with the most every day, other than your phone?
Chapstick, Burt's Bees, always.
Burt's Bees. Shout out to Burt's Bees. When did you know that you wanted to be a musician? I guess we kind of ran into that a little early already.
Yeah, into college, junior year, so like 2 years ago.
Where is your dream vacation?
Bora Bora, easy.
That's what about Bora Bora? What makes it stand out to you?
The weather, the photos, it's I don't know. It's just the dream location, and every time I see it, I'm just completely captivated. So, it's been on my list for like years now. So,
which song is your go-to for karaoke?
Oh man, Before 18, Scary Underwood. Always.
Oh, there it is. That's one of those songs that you could just always get right into, no matter where you are in life.
It's the main one. I always get mad when people do it instead of me. So
And final question, how do you define success?
Good question. I define success by what your music has impacted. And I think there's a lot of facades of, or a lot of, I guess, depiction of success as, you know, the Beyonce moments, you know, the Rihanna moments. And I think the people that I think they are incredibly successful, but most of the people I find successful are the ones that just their music has created a memory that I really, really relate to. So my success is through inspiring other people.
Go
Boom.
ahead and look it up. BREN Joy. The new track is called Freezing. Go ahead and check it out. Thank you so much for giving us some of your time today. We really appreciate chatting with you, and we know that we have some great things coming up for you in the future.
I'm excited.